Well, today Nova comes out, which means it's my last time making some kind of content on my old Guardian. For anyone who doesn't know yet, I'm really planning to reroll on Nova, unless something goes wrong and I don't like the class, but I doubt it, and until then we have pen attempts. You know, the 3 Cronstones and the 2 hammers we got in the mailbox, the ones everyone has, or had, if you used yours yet, and if you did you get any pens? I'm really curious. And if you did, what pens did you actually get? I obviously used mine, I couldn't wait to use them, pretty much used them, I believe 1 day after I got them. And time to show you exactly what RNG brought me. At the very least, I can say that out of those RNG boxes that we got in the mail as well, from one of them I got a Duodecil ring, which really should put me ahead of most people already, RNG wise. I wonder how many people actually got something enhanced from that box. That being said, I ended up with 2 hammers that I was planning to use on the dead Blackstar that I have, and about 1,700 Cronstones, and 2 more costumes that I pre-ordered over the past couple of weeks, kind of planning to make pen attempts, but I didn't know I would also get 3 Cronstones on top of those. So I melted the 2 costumes and ended up with about 2,400 Cronstones, which gives us about 5 pen attempts on bag gloves and 2 attempts with hammers on the Tet Blackstar. For the location, I decided to choose a different one again, because the previous ones were failures. So I moved to the, I believe this is Papua Island, the mini island place close to Grana, because I never really visited this place before, and as it turns out, it also has a huge tower, which means, you know, perfect location to do enhancements. I moved all the way to the top of the tower, like any normal human being would do, and obviously to boost my RNG even further, I have to play in Remastered. It's something I can confirm, it works 100%, if you play in very high, the game is going to hate you, it has to be Remastered, because the better the game looks, the higher the RNG chance. Makes sense? Yes. And so we embark in our journey to attempt to get a pen before Christmas, so we can feel good about ourselves. I started with the Tet Blackstar attempts, the more valuable ones, because we all know you have to do stuff backwards. If you want it to succeed, you have to start with the most valuable enhancement first and move into the less valuable ones for least. You get the point. Starting with the first attempt, I tapped it and it almost succeeded. But it failed. You know, the other outcome if it doesn't succeed. And so I tapped it again. And can you believe what happened the second time? It almost succeeded, but it didn't. Just like most people in the game, pretty sure everyone had the exact same reaction. It's like, oh no, we got 2 free hammers. It must mean I got a free pen, right? It's only 3.5% success rate, I mean. What did people expect to get a pen? Some people did, some people didn't. Sadly, I didn't get my pen Blackstar today, but hey, at least I have 5 more pen attempts on bags, which means something amazing must happen to those, right? And so we extract the Kafra stones from the gloves, because obviously I expect them to succeed, which means I want to save my Kafra stones. Then we go back to the top of the tower, the one that obviously so far has very good RNG luck, and we start tapping pen bags. You might ask, why did I go for pen bags and not pen Dim 3 or Urgons? It's mostly because I plan to replace my Dim 3 with a red nose to go for Dead God at some point, so I don't really need a pen Dim 3 armor, and Urgons are meh. I mean, they still cost more Cronstones to attempt, so I figured might as well go for bags. The first 2 attempts were failures, which means the only reasonable explanation to that is I didn't have enough tinfoil hat on, so I started to put more layers. I moved the enhancement window to the right side, hoping that would give me more RNG luck, and it still failed, which means not enough layers. I moved the RNG window this time to the middle, because maybe that's the lucky spot for the Black Spirit, and it failed again, as expected, which means again we don't have enough RNG layers. We don't have enough tinfoil layers. So I figured, hey, maybe if I don't see it, maybe if I put the window outside of the screen, maybe that's when it will succeed. And can you believe it? In the end, it actually failed. Like expected. I don't know why I'm trying to make this sound more exciting than it actually was. I was really looking forward to this. When I saw the 3 cronstones and the 2 hammers in the mail, I figured out of 7 attempts, one of them has to succeed, right? Before Christmas I will either have a pen Blackstar or a pen armor piece that I might even sell for more AP, just anything progression wise to make me feel good about myself. But sadly, nope, all 7 of them had to fail. So I wasn't done, obviously. I went back to Grana. I cleaned up my costumes. I figured since I'm going to reroll to Nova, I don't really need all of my Guardian costumes, especially I hate the Awakening one, the Inixtra one, and I figured might as well melt that one, or exchange it for cronstones as well and get one more pen attempt, because why not? So I melted it. I got also 99 free Caphra stones from all of our current failures to get pen, and I went back to the tower, the one that so far has the best RNG in the game. We got one last pen attempt, so one last chance to put more tinfoil hats on. I changed the location. Again, I found this chair still at the top of the tower, and I figured, hey, maybe if I put a black spade on it, then it might succeed. And I started to enhance our last attempt. And guess what? Do I even have to show you the outcome? Because pretty sure you know exactly what happened. It failed. Just like every other attempt so far. Because the bags are cursed. So that pretty much brings me to a total of 16, I believe, failed attempts. I had in the past 10 failed pen bag attempts, plus 6 more from today. That's 16 attempts at pen bags so far, and all of them failed. Also, I guess 2 attempts on the Blackstar weapon. In the end, I think I know exactly why all of those failed. It must be because the Black Spirit was too tiny, too little, incapable of enhancing a pen. I probably should have let the new dragon do the attempts, if only that was possible. Pretty sure that's the explanation, and I will leave it at that. In the end, hey, at least I got 120 something extra Caphra stones out of this that I can put somewhere else. I might as well put them in my Awakening weapon. At this point, let's just say, I don't know where I'm going with my progression. I just know that I want to get back to 281 AP on my Awakening weapon, what I used to have before I went for Narcs, and I figured, yeah, let's open a value pack, let's cash in on the Duo Tungrad ring, let's exchange some Shakatu seals for a Tri-Tungrad ring, let's sell pretty much everything there is that I could possibly sell, and then buy from the marketplace as many Caphra stones as I can, or I need, until I hit 280. Pretty much getting to Caphra 7 on my Awakening weapon, just because Caphra stones dropped in price enough for me to justify buying a lot of those. So currently this is my gear, this is where I'm sitting if you wanna know my progression. I have 280 Awakening AP, and I just need 1 more AP, which means I only have to grind about 6 more billion silver. I need to sell my Tet Crescent ring and buy a Tet Tungrad ring instead. That's pretty much where I'm going with my gear at the moment. DP wise, I'm not gonna change anything for now, and honestly I should have waited for Nova release to see if I want to play her on Succession instead of Awakening before putting so many Caphra stones into my Awakening. But hey, that's it, that's my progression. Also, this happened. I suppose this would be Black Desert in a nutshell for most people. So yeah, that's pretty much all in terms of progression and enhancements for EU. But am I done? Nah, I mean, I still have the NA account, right? You know, the one I just used to open Shakatu boxes, the one where I logged in and I realized, oh, I got free cronstones here as well, which means I have to do more pen attempts, because what if I get a pen on NA? Can you imagine the free stonks? I could sell it to the marketplace and get even more silver to burn on Shakatu boxes the next event. It has to be done. I mean, just look at how happy my Meiwa is to do more enhancements. I made sure to have just enough Cronstones to finish my attempts and then have 0. I had 1,300 Cronstones from the mail and the rest of them from the bank. I believe I bought 94 from the NPC, which means I have 6 pen attempts on NA to hopefully get stonks. For the location, well, you know I had to pick the exact same tower. It has to prove itself, you know, at some point after so many fails, it has to succeed. So I went to Papu Island to the exact same enhancement tower that so far gave me nothing but misfortune, and I figured 6 more attempts should be enough, you know. I went all the way to the top, and guess what? The small black spirit might have actually played a big role in why it all failed before. The big one doesn't even fit in the room, so I even had to change my enhancement location. That being said, do you know that feeling of getting free stuff and you don't really feel like it has any real value because you didn't work for it? That's kind of how I started to feel being on the NA account, my I don't care what happens account, getting free Cronstones, free pen attempts, and yeah, I just started tapping them one after the other. 6 pen attempts. First one, the second one, we have fail, and then another fail, and another fail for the third one, and another fail for the fourth one, another fail for the fifth one, and guess what? The sixth one. It also failed, just like everything else so far in this video, because that seems to be my luck lately. Nothing seems to go the right way. Hey, maybe it will all balance itself out. Once Nova comes out, maybe I will have good RNG luck enhancing something, I don't know. Who knows, maybe I will drop my potion piece or something in like the first hour to make up for all of this bad luck. In the end, do you think I'm done? Nah, I mean, we still have one more attempt. The one that usually results in downgrading your armor. Let me end it on that note. I will let you guess what happens. I'm not even going to show you the outcome. I will let you guess forever what happened. So, that being said, thanks for watching. This is going to be pretty much the end. Let's just say, oh yeah, in the end I cashed in on everything I had on NA as well. If you saw the Shakatu video, then just as a quick follow-up, currently I have 5.5 billion silver on NA, so that's pretty much how much I was able to recover. I started with about 10 billion silver and now I have 5.5. That's my budget for the next Shakatu box event. So yeah, see you with Nova next time. Until then, have fun enhancing if you didn't use your pen attempts yet. I hope you get some pens and you know, hopefully it goes well for you. Don't use the same place as I did, the one on Papu Island, because it doesn't seem to work. Just like the Calafian one. If only we still had the enhancing, you know, the rock in Velia that they removed a long time ago. I'm pretty sure that place was too RNG carried and that's why it got removed from the game. Again, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I will see you next time, and until then, stay happy as always, and bye bye.